Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to give a Tesla pricing update because now that we've got some newer vehicles that qualify for a massive $7,500 federal tax credit, there's also still inventory discounts that Tesla did not remove from those vehicles. So there's some fantastic deals if you're going to consider in what vehicles qualify for the 7,500 and which one don't. But the question might be, which one is the best deal if you were to stack them all together? Take a look at inventory discounts that are out there and which one might be the best deal at the end of the day. So we're going to get into that, plus a variety of topics, but usually this is where I run my intro really quick. But my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. But basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And today's stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan, but more on that later. So let's take a look at this. In case you missed it, Model 3 long range now qualifies for the massive $7,500 federal tax credit. This brings the pricing for Model 3 kind of convoluted and all over the place, and it also might not make a lot of sense because long range all-wheel drive is the best deal at the moment. So maybe Tesla's trying to figure out how they can get the rear-wheel drive to qualify as well, because right now Tesla has a bunch of Model 3 rear-wheel drive inventory and not as many long-range inventory, because now the deal is there. Of course, Model 3 Performance has the most demand at the moment because it did qualify for the 7,500, so it was the best deal across the board. And here are the prices after the 7,500. So what we did was we took a look at all the different inventory that's out there, and we looked at to find out what is the lowest discounted vehicle that's out there across all the model mixes between Model 3 and Model Y, to try and figure out what's the best deal out there, because Tesla did not remove any of the inventory discounts, even though they made now that the Model 3 long range now qualifies. And so it does make some pricing to be a little bit interesting when you take a look at Model 3 versus Model Y, because some of the deals are even better. And what's really interesting with this is that Model 3 long range, you can see that the demo status vehicles still have about $1,000 discount applied to them, even though these now qualify for a nice fat 7,500 federal discount. So this stacks on top of that. So that's what brings you to this like $8,500 off that you might be able to get on a Model 3 long range if you qualifies for the 7,500 federal tax credit. Is there an echo? Hopefully the audio is good. Let me know if it's good or not. So that's where it could be a great deal if you're looking to do this. So what I did here is, you can see on the page, we took a look at all the different pricing between Model 3 and Model Y, and we stacked them all together here. You can see across the board, Model 3 long range or Model 3 standard range, there's no tax credit, so that's why we have just a straight up price of $37,940 with no discounts. We've got, let me check on the audio really quick. Where's my phone? There shouldn't be an echo, but let me see. Nope. Oh yeah, there's an echo. What the heck? Why is there an echo? I've never had an echo before. Huh. Oh well. Well, I guess we'll just roll with it, and today's stream will have like a little bit of an echo with it. But anyways, so we can see here, Model Y, we've got all the different inventory prices that is there, but you can see, so right here, Model 3 standard range versus the Model Y long range rear-wheel drive, it actually is a $690 difference between the two of them, and it's actually in more favor to the Model Y. So the Model Y long range is cheaper than the Model 3 if you were to take a look at it. So I guess Model Y is a better deal at if you wanted to save about $1,000 or really just $700 between the both of them. Next, moving to the Model 3 long range, but the Model Y long range, you can see that the Model 3 long range is the better deal at the moment when you factor in an inventory discount of around $1,000. It's about $430 better by going with a Model 3. And then going with the performance, this is where it gets super interesting between the both of them, because you can see Model 3 performance is not a good deal at all when you compare it to a Model Y performance on a demo discounted inventory version 1. So you can see it's a $3,000 more expensive to jump to a Model Y performance than a Model 3 performance. Sorry, it's $3,000 more to jump to a Model 3 performance than a Model Y performance. Model Y performance is $44,230 inventory price adjusted, and a Model 3 performance is $47,490. So, I mean, if you want the latest and greatest, then yes. And if you've already had a Model Y performance, then yes. I mean, I would say just go for the Model 3 performance. But if I were to choose between the both of these, if I wanted my first Tesla and I absolutely needed a performance one, I would say probably a Model Y performance is your better deal, especially because both of them still have the 6.39% interest rate, and you're not getting a better rate like last month where you were able to get the 0.99. The only vehicle that has a promotional financing interest rate at the moment right now, this could change by the end of this month because it still is June, so maybe we see some sort of inventory incentives or discounts or more promotional financing by the end of this month, is the Model 3 standard range with 2.99 all the way up to 60 months. And also everything else is at 6.39 for 60 months or 72 months or anything like that. And so taking a look at some inventory, because that was the other thing that we always want to take a look at to see what types of model mixes are out there, what levels of inventory could be out there as well. Let's take a look at over the last quarter. We can see, interesting, Model 3 inventory decreased a bunch, and we've got also Model S and Model X inventory decreasing at a pretty interesting speed as well. But look at that, Model Y inventory is going right back up. So maybe this 0.99% interest rate that cleared inventory, maybe Tesla's trying to figure out how can they bring this back and what type of promotion could they bring back with that. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. Which inventory, which vehicle is the best deal for you? I mean, if you're brand new to this and you're buying your first Tesla, then I would say, yeah, Model 3 long range is probably going to be your better bet, or even the Model Y performance if you want the most fast car, but then also have a good deal for it for a Tesla. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless list for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks for that, everybody. Let's see. Wade, thanks for coming in. Kevin, thanks for coming in. RJ, Rahul, Juan, thank you for coming in. Kevin, thanks for coming in. Red Alert, thank you all for dropping by. And thanks for bearing with us while we go through this echo audio. But it seems like it's bearable for some of you out there. So thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. In this next topic, if you live in a high heat area, there's a couple tips that you have to take a look at for owning a Tesla vehicle to keep your battery safe. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Inside EVs. They posted this: beat the heat, best EV charging practices for summer. Because this is interesting, and this is a hot topic that I've been looking at a bunch recently, because if you live in places with high heat, maybe some parts of California, even the desert and Phoenix, Arizona, maybe even some parts of Texas, your EV battery does not do the best at all, and actually starts to hinder some of the performance in these high heat areas. Even so much that I talked to a car dealer that actually prefers not buying used EVs from these certain areas because the battery might not be as strong and may even be less performant. So shout out to Inside EVs for posting this. I didn't even know about some of these best EV charging practices for these summer climates or summer weathers. And on top of that, there was a study done by Recurrent Auto that actually took a look at all the different EV batteries that are out there, and quote, excessive heat accelerates the rate of chemical reactions inside a battery. These reactions drain active lithium, which produces energy and prevents ions from moving around the battery. Moreover, record temperatures and increasing erratic weather patterns warrant extra caution. With that in mind, here are some simple rules to follow. So number one is you got to precondition. Always try and precondition as much as you can before using the battery. That makes sense. Skip frequent DC fast charging. Maybe this is a skip DC fast charging when in high heat. Next one, limit state of charge to 80%. Even Tesla at this point wants you to limit to 80% even if you're going to be going on road trips. They don't really try and recommend that at all. Wet towel trick. I saw some of these posts on social media, but now I understand what is going on. But quote, this one's rudimentary, but Tesla owners have found it to be ineffective. Older version 2 Tesla superchargers don't have active cooled cables, so they limit speeds based on handle temperature. Owners discovered that putting a wet towel on the charging handle improves the charging speed. So pretty interesting with this one. I didn't know that, because there's 150 kilowatt superchargers, but not all of them are all going to be the same 150 kilowatts. Some of them limit the speed, so this makes a lot of sense. So maybe we need to start keeping water and some towels in the car so we can cool the charging ports on the older superchargers. Next one is charge in the shade. I mean, not every supercharger is going to have that, but maybe this is for like when your house or your home charging as well. And I kind of knew about this one because even though our home charger is outside, we try not to use it during the high heat daytime, because it kind of just doesn't make sense to do that, because you never know, maybe even the home charger could overheat as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Good list of tips that you can use or to try and keep your battery safe during hot heat. Let us know if there's other tips that you use to keep best practices for EV charging in the summer to save your battery. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. Echo, yeah, sorry about the echo, everyone. Still legible. Spare will keep going. Kevin, does Mint Mobile have an international plan? Ooh, great question. I don't think so. I think it's only US. DeAndre, do you believe that the wait is longer? I just ordered Model Y Performance and I put it on hold until July 1st. Do you believe you should wait longer? Maybe until the end of June to see if there's any other deals. But if you have the 0.99% APR financing, that's going to be your best bet. DeAndre, can I add a Cybertruck order to get $1,000 off, even though I already ordered the Model Y? Unfortunately, you cannot do that. That's not going to work. I thought at one point maybe they were going to bring that deal to everyone, but they did not bring that, and it's not coming. I don't see it coming by anybody that ordered after November. Paul, thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, unfortunately there's an echo right now. We can't figure out why, but we're just going to finish the stream with one more topic, and then I think I just need to reset a bunch of stuff here. In this next topic, Cybertrucks are breaking down all the time. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Inside EVs. They posted this. Tesla Cybertrucks are still breaking down all the time. Let's take a look at it. This is an interesting article that goes through. I guess they were able to itemize all the different forum posts and all the different posts out there that talked about Cybertruck issues happening. But of course, a little bit of a caveat here. I mean, the first year model of any vehicle is going to have some sort of issue, so we got to give it some slack, but I get it for sure. We can still list out. But the good thing with this, or at least what I found was valuable, was all the different issues and all the different posts so that we can go through all the different problems that the Cybertruck had. So first one is mechanical failures. When we last dove into this issue, we knew about 20 high-profile failures of Cybertrucks that owners posted online. Since then, there have many more that have been arising, although the rate at which they posted appears to be decreasing, given that Tesla is now pumping up the truck at a rate around 1,300 per week. So it's a list of all the different ones. So drive unit failure, shut down while driving, HVAC unit failed, drive unit failure, oil pump failure, manifold failure, completely dead, power conversion system failure, oil pump failure, and critical error unknown failure. I mean, this is not bad, right? I mean, I guess any failure is bad, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 15,000. I mean, it's a brand new vehicle, new technology. I mean, maybe I'm just being a little bit biased. Maybe any failure is not good. The next one is Giggle Wiper, which is near and dear to our heart because we have had a issue with this as well. And I think Tesla found out what this issue is, and that's why they're rolling out a brand new fix and brand new probably recalled to maybe replace all the wipers because it just wasn't working well in the beginning, and that's why they replaced it. But the Giga Wiper, or the big wiper, was replaced on ours, and a lot of people have had similar issues with this wiper, and it's just a safety thing at the end of the day, so I can see why that makes sense. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Another one they put about cosmetic problems, about panel gaps and the doors falling off, but I mean, that's a Tesla thing, and maybe that's definitely, I'm giving it a lot of slack there for it. So I guess I'm jaded with Tesla issues. I like to say that every Tesla is going to have panel gaps or loose panels because that's just how we understand Tesla. Even though it's an expensive vehicle, we shouldn't say any of these things. We should really be trying to look at these vehicles under a microscope. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. Certainly any Tesla Cybertruck that you're going to get, maybe inspect it as much as you can. But certainly you might have some issues. And this is a good list of all the different ones that have happened to other people out there. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link to support the channel. Get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Christ, thanks for coming in. Yes, we've got some issues with the audio, but we're just powering through this and we're almost done. DeAndre, usually how long is the wait until after you put your order in for your vehicle? Anywhere from 30 to 60 days, depending on what location and state you are in, how far you are from the factory. Wait till going in. Can you share the details on why you didn't qualify for the home share? We didn't qualify for other reasons, but certainly... I would say take a look at the Cybertruck forums to see who's qualified and who qualifies and who doesn't. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.